Reseller Clickbait Podcast, episode 77. Good morning, Cory.
Good morning, Ken.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm Ken
Good.
at SSKPromo. Cory, Grams and Pops Vintage. Good to have you back. Oh, I'm excited, Cory. Today's the day.
Today's the day.
It is the day. It's the Santa Beard reveal show. It's probably the biggest show. It's the biggest show of the year. I mean, not only is the whole reseller community waiting for this, it's like the buzz on the whole entire internet. I mean, TikTok,
Pins and
Instagram.
needles.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's on pine needles.
Everybody's
Pins
on
and-
pine needles. I got it.
Pins and pine needles waiting for this. So I think without further ado, we just get this going. Are you ready?
Hang on.
Cue,
We're not there
cue
yet.
the music. Cue the music.
Mm-mm.
How's come there's no music?
Not today,
No.
son.
But
Yes, today, but not yet.
But okay.
We have to get through talking about Thanksgiving first. But we are at that pivotal transition phase here of the holidays.
Yes. Oh, all right. So Thanksgiving, yes, that was just this last weekend was great. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was
You
good.
fun- 'cause
We had a
that's
great Thanksgiving.
That's your jam. That's your. You love the Thanksgiving meal, the whole festivity, the whole family gathering of the Thanksgiving, and it went well.
It went very well. Yep, all the kids made it out. So we had the whole gang here. We had 2 grandkids here for their first Thanksgiving. And
That's fun.
after everybody made it home safe, we had a nice light snow the following day to kind of kick off the new season. So you couldn't really ask for a much better
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
We all know that I'm not a snow guy. Well, I like snow. I'm a Thanksgiving through Christmas snow guy. That light falling big
the
fluffy
dust.
snow. Yes. And that would have been festive.
Yep.
So what
nothing
was
got
your-
burned. Nothing, none of the food got burned. Everything turned out. I can't think of anything that dish-wise that didn't turn out. So but we had leftovers for 3 days. Well, not 3 days. Let's see. We did 4 meals. So lunch and supper for 2 days. We did 4 meals of leftovers already.
I didn't have any leftovers at all. I was done because I actually had 4 separate individual Thanksgiving meals. Like going up, in that previous week, my folks had went to prime timers luncheon or whatever, and that was Thanksgiving dinner, and so they brought home food from there, and that was good. And then my sister, who's a lunch lady, they had Thanksgiving at the school, and my mother went and volunteered, so she had brought home a Thanksgiving dinner, and that was in the previous week. And then Thursday, the big
The
day.
school.
Yes.
When I went to school, and probably when you went to school too, the Thanksgiving dinner that you get at the school itself was more like a Hungry Man TV dinner type lunch. Like it was the flat turkey with the canned gravy. Does that count as a Thanksgiving meal?
Well, I don't know. It was pretty good because it was dressing with it was kind of like a cream turkey sort of a thing that was on top of the dressing. But there was rolls and there was green bean and corn, mashed potatoes, kind of all of the fixings. Yeah, I guess you could say it was lunch lady grade Thanksgiving dinner. But I counted it. It was something, here I'm eating a full plate of Thanksgiving-ish.
Give you half credit.
Food. Okay. So I had 3.5 full meals. And then Thursday, the whole family gets together at my sister's, and all the aunts and nieces and moms and grandmas and everybody, got together and cooked a meal. And it was great. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And
Does
then
everybody
Friday,
just kind of skitter out of there and go home then Thursday night, since you all live locally?
Yeah, pretty much. We, hung out for the afternoon and just did some stuff. Now, I didn't get a chance. We did not play. We always have Thanksgiving. One of our traditions is charades. We play charades. It's usually kind of Christmassy themed charades. And we have a trophy, of course, because everything I do has a trophy involved in it when we have a family event. And I had been undefeated for years. I actually had the trophy. I put a lanyard on it. So when I would go over for Thanksgiving, I actually wore the trophy around my neck, all day. So everybody would know that I was the champion. But last year I was bested for the first time. My niece, Tiffany, beat me, and she took home the trophy. And so she brought it back with her this year. And I know I'm getting I get too excited about Christmas, which all of the charades are about Christmas. So that's usually why I'm undefeated.
I hope she strutted in with that thing on a lanyard just to rub it in your face.
So, which she did not, but she brought it over. So, I'm a Christmassy festive guy. So let's do that right now. Ready, Cory? Okay.
No.
There we go.
No. Not yet.
All right.
No, we had
Friday. Go.
I was just gonna say that Thursday, my son likes to fancy himself a hunter. He's trying to get into hunting a little bit.
Okay.
So Thursday, he asked if he could bring his bow out here to shoot a deer because he's got a tag for this area.
Okay.
I knew the deer were safe, so we went ahead and let him. And he sat out there and froze Thursday. And the deer are behind us, kind of on the west side of the house. The deer come out of the trees and just kind of walk around him behind him.
And
so I think right at sunset he got a shot at one, and of course he shot like a foot or two over it. So the deer are all safe, and he got to spend his first Thanksgiving hunt out here. So
they had a happy the deer had a happy Thanksgiving anyway, with no.
I'm sure they got a good chuckle.
Just look at this guy. Look at this guy sitting in that tree over there. That's fun. I used to go hunting every Thanksgiving. That was a thing.
Yep.
We would go rabbit hunting on Thanksgiving. That was one of our traditions years ago. I haven't done that for.
It's gotten to where the cold sucks now. So I don't go hunting near as much as we used to. And if I did need to grab a deer or something, we could shoot that off my front porch. I wouldn't have to go dress up and sit in the cold.
Exactly. That's when I was out to the cabin Friday. We did Thanksgiving then at Jill and Nancy's cabin. Yep. And so that's more of like, it's family, it's friends, it's just a big gathering of, everybody, and another great meal and games. Oh, we played games. We had a big spinner wheel and all kinds of presents and
we tend to avoid the game. Well, I can't say we avoid them. The kids and the girls and stuff, they like to do games when we all get together. I usually opt out, not to be a party pooper on the games or anything, because I do like games, but there's a few of them here that are a little too competitive. And it seems like the games always turn into some kind of WWE SmackDown before it's all over with. Like it's always a problem. So I just stay away from the games.
Our family are big game players, and we have some competitive ones in the family. I'm competitive, but I also understand the concept of family fun. And there's never been any prize in any game that is ever worth a family argument over. Now,
there has never been a game played that didn't entail a family argument.
No.
Those Monopoly will get you stabbed here. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, it's I'm usually the game maker, the game master, and so I'm usually really diligent about making rules, making the rules and thinking it all through so that there is no discrepancy. And then usually I'm the final say on on,
That's why we do our big games in June. We do the big games here where we do the triathlon thing, and we do that outside so that people have room to run, and problems are a lot less because we're not a super athletic family. If you got to run from somebody, it usually ends quickly.
So the big things. So is Teresa like a turkey master? Did Teresa do the turkey this year? Or?
Yep, she does. Did? She does all the cooking. So she gets in and does all the cooking, and she did good. I mean, she's a really good cook. So obviously, I can't complain.
Yeah, well, you got your belly full for 4 meals, so obviously, if it's not good, you're not going to go back for those leftovers.
Yep.
So I was thinking about that. I'm sure. Do you have mashed potatoes?
We have mashed potatoes. Yep.
So I got to thinking about that because my sister had made mashed potatoes, and she was over there with the blender just blending, and I heard him say something about not getting all the lumps out. Now, I don't mind, a lump. And it's actually, I thought of you on Thanksgiving, and I thought, I wonder
Thinking about lumps?
Yes. Well, actually, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I wonder if Cory likes his mashed potatoes like he likes his cocoa wheats. You know how we talked about, every now and then you get that lump of that cocoa-y goodness in the. So is that how you like your mashed potatoes as well?
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, if I'm making mashed potatoes, I'll just dice up the potatoes and boil them, and I'll leave the skins on and everything, and I don't mind the chunks in there. Like, hit it with a big potato masher and just serve it. Yeah, we're good. Teresa and the girls like them more whipped. Although this year we had the 2 grandbabies here, and they're just trying normal foods for the first time.
Okay,
so they're kind of careful about not putting anything extra in anything. So we didn't put like the milk and the sour cream or chives or anything in the potatoes
and things like that. Yeah,
it was just potatoes, and then you got to put on it whatever you wanted. But so this year it was a little more lumpy than it normally is. Usually they get it with the blender, like the mixer thing, and they really whip it up. But I prefer them just hit it with the masher and throw them on the table.
Now, I usually can't wait for the desserts. I think Thanksgiving desserts, the pies, the pumpkin pies, the custard pies. There was pecan pie. Everything was well represented.
That reminds me, we did have one dish that didn't turn out, the pecan pie.
Okay.
Why didn't this? Whatever. I don't know what she did. Teresa makes a homemade pecan pie is that pecan? She makes that pie homemade every year. And this year, it looked like it turned out perfectly. She put it in the oven, and it boiled over in the oven.
Oh, like really?
The oven, it didn't seem like the oven was too hot or anything. It's just it boiled over in the oven. So it like crystallized in the pie when she took it out. So the pecan pie did not turn out, but everything else did.
My dad had a pumpkin pie mishap. The light in the back of the oven went out, and he had that. And so it was early morning. He was doing the pies, early Thanksgiving morning. And the light had went out in the oven. And then he couldn't see in there. And so when he went to put the pie in, he hit I think he hit the rack, trying to slide it in there. And it tipped over and spilled all of the pumpkin pie stuff all over the inside of the oven and all over the oven door. And that was probably the only mishap of Thanksgiving was pumpkin pie. And then brownies, that somebody had made some brownies, were really good.
Brownies.
Are you a brownie?
For Thanksgiving?
Are you a brownie? I think it's just an extra dessert, but are you a brownie guy? Are you okay?
Not really. I mean, I don't mind brownies as long as I can get the crusty edge side.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you because that can be a point of contention with some people. Some people So let us know in the comments. Are you a crusty edge? Are you a crusty edge
That sounds
brownie
horrible.
person? It does.
Where's all
How
my
many of you
crusties
like
at?
Where's it? Are you a crusty edge brownie person, or are you like the soft, just no edges? Because they sell some of those pans, for brownies where every piece is crusty edge around there.
Yeah, I just like the corner pieces.
I like, I guess I'm more of an edge piece guy, where you get that crustiness on, the one edge, and then you go, then just the soft, whatever, the soft, well, they're not gooey, I guess.
I don't mind a brownie.
Depends on who makes them.
If it's not going to be the corner piece, then I want to throw it in the microwave and warm it up a little bit and throw some ice cream on it.
Okay. And there you go, putting that ice cream on stuff again. I would love ice cream and brownie, but not on top. People do that with like apple pie and stuff. I think we discussed that.
Gotta be
I'm not an a la mode sort of guy.
You like to keep your food separate?
For the most part. Now, I'm not particular about it. If some stuff mixes together, on the plate, I'm okay with it. Now, my dad, he's a guy that just he'll mix up the whole plate. Green beans, mashed potatoes, corn, all of that. He gets it all mixed together and eats it. And I like to keep mine separate, but I'm not anal about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Thanksgiving was great. Enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to, I still have my Thanksgiving decorations here, because we talked about after Thanksgiving, we get to, I've been accommodating Cory because, we're still feeling out this, this friendship, but I'm finding, we have differences in our holiday festivitiness. What is that word?
We definitely have a divide on the holiday front.
And so I still have my Thanksgiving stuff up, but it is Santa Beard Reveal Day, so
it is.
Let's do it.
But no,
right now.
It is the day, but not yet. We've got serious stuff to talk about today.
We said that we were going to talk about Thanksgiving, and then I got to do the Santa Beard reveal.
This is a beard reveal. It's not Santa. It's not like Christmas morning. You shouldn't be this excited.
It is for me.
I knew when you said that. I knew when you said something about anal, you were going to go into the bleaching thing and show us your beard. I just knew it was coming again.
What? It's
we're gonna hold off a little longer.
Trust me, it's the bleaching is from the neck up. Is all the bleaching is from the neck, because that's another podcast that I do from the.
that's on the OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
The SSK solo.
Another part kind of that gets coupled nowadays with Thanksgiving is we talked last week about Black Friday.
Yeah.
Did you guys go out? Did you do any shopping on that? Did you go out Thanksgiving evening and hit deals or?
No, we're not. I don't think anyone that was here would want to go out Thanksgiving evening. There's just nothing to do on Thanksgiving evening. I mean, there's a few shops open, but
yeah, some of the stores open and they do those deals, but I'm too busy napping at that point.
Everybody here was miserable Thanksgiving evening.
Yeah. But it's a good miserable. It's like that.
It is.
Oh man, I'm so all the family still just crashed out in the chairs and on the couches.
I eat fast, so I finish eating before everybody else, and then I get to have my little mini coma. And then when I wake up, I grab the pie and sugar load.
Oh yes.
That way, while they're all passed out having their comas, I can start staging the bathrooms, get the plungers and the snakes ready, just get it all prepped. That way, Thursday night we have no problems.
You don't have to call in the plumber. Yeah, we talked about that on the Holiday Live Tour show about the number one trade has their biggest day is
we don't
the
need
day
no
after
plumbers
Thanksgiving. But yeah, it gives a new meaning to Black Friday. I guess when you're clogging those up. Or is there a Brown Friday? I don't know. I guess it depends on what you ate for
Well,
Thanksgiving.
there is. I don't know if it's celebrated. It's observed.
So,
I don't know if it's celebrated.
So you didn't go out, or did you go out on Black Friday and do any shopping?
On Black Friday, the girls all went out, and the kids, they all do their parade of light things. So there's a big parade of Christmas floats in Sioux Falls. Yep.
Christmas.
No. No, there's a big parade of Christmas floats to kind of kick off the season.
Finally going to get to do the Santa beard thing, but I don't know. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. The parade. So.
No, they go to that parade. They go to the parade every year. It was like 20 degrees though. I don't do that. I stay home. Usually there's a group of us that stays home. So it's like me and my brother and my dad, and we kind of all stay home and we hang out and eat the rest of the pie and just do nothing Friday.
Yes. Just hang out. So
the girls all go to the parade and take the kids and stuff like that. This year was just me, so I was hanging out by myself. Like there was no one else hanging out with me, so I felt like a Grinch, but it was still 20 degrees outside. At least I was a warm Grinch.
Oh, I think you were the smart one. I think that would be cool though to see a parade, and you would say that you kind of got some snow. That was it Thursday night that the snow, or Friday that was the snow?
It was Friday. Days. Yep, it was Friday. Okay. So we got a little snow, and then I did have some adventures while they were gone. We were out. Well, I was out in the shop outside, and I was only out there for a few minutes. I wasn't working. I was just going to do something. Okay. And when I came back in, I noticed the FedEx driver had been to the house and left. Okay. Because I seen him leaving the driveway. So I came back in the house, and I knew if there's a FedEx or a UPS driver here, the dogs go nuts, barking at the windows, trying to jump at the door, and they're just crazy when someone comes in. When I opened the front door to the house, it looked like someone had been murdered in the house. There was blood everywhere. What? Literally, there was blood everywhere. And I was like, what in the hell happened in here? So what happened was there's a heating vent right underneath one of my windows, and the bigger dog, Cooper, was jumping at the window, and he got one of his back claws stuck in the heater vent. And it broke the claw off. And I figured that out because when I came in and I started looking around, there was a lot of blood over by the heater vent. Yeah. And then there was part of his claw, like the nail of his claw, was still laying by the heater vent. But there was a trail of blood that went from that window through the living room on all the carpet. We have a giant white area rug in the middle of the living room. No. That looked like a murder scene of its own. And then you could tell it scared him because he had ran up on the couch and just like pissed all over the couch. And he doesn't, he's house trained. He has a dog door. He never pees in the house. You could tell it just scared the crap out of him. Yeah. Well, so that's, I got to track his progress. Scare the crap out of him. Yeah. All over the white rug. So now for the last 2 days, we've been putting antiseptic on his foot and wrapping it with gauze, and he's wearing one of my socks around so he doesn't lick his foot.
Is that why you wear socks? So you don't lick your feet?
So I don't lick my feet? No, my belly keeps me from licking my feet.
Oh, poor guy. What kind of dog is Cooper?
He's part poodle, part border collie, and full retard.
Not the brightest of dogs.
He is not. But yeah, that was an interesting day and a lot of cleanup.
Oh, I would imagine so. So do you think that he learned his lesson, that he doesn't need to get up and go nuts every time the FedEx or the mailman comes? No.
No, he's barking at that same exact window at a cat this morning. So he learned nothing other than he likes my socks.
You don't lick his. He's probably not so happy that he can't lick his feet.
So that was my intro to the Christmas season. We got red all over the living room, so we're festive now. There
you go. Red. That's one of my favorite colors.
Very Christmassy red.
And you
ever notice how a little tiny spot of blood just looks like a lot? No, it's not there yet.
You said Christmas.
Just a little blood looks like a lot. I'll tell you what, it was interesting. The background of most of my marriage has been CSI and crime shows because I married Teresa.
Okay.
So I got to investigate the progress of what happened and piece it all together. And it works. You do absorb some of that.
Was Teresa proud of you and your deducing skills?
She wasn't proud of anything. She wanted to kill that dog and make it bleed a little more. She was
all over
mad.
the white rug, peed on the couch. And
we just put that rug down too. We put that rug down the day before
Company
Thanksgiving.
was coming over. Company was let's make this area look white and pristine. And it lasted one day.
You say you can't have anything nice when you have kids, but you got pets. Same thing.
Poodle collie. What?
Poodle and border collie.
Border collie. What are they? Like they have those like labradoodles and that are.
Oh, they call it what they call it, a bordoodle. I don't call it that because I'm not going to dignify that. It's a mutt, but they call it a bordoodle.
Cooper. We'll have to like get a glimpse of Cooper one of these days. Oh, you should let him in the office during the podcast. And
no,
that's not going to work. Okay. Well, Jill would love it. Jill loves animals.
Well, if I can find a box big enough for him, I'll send him.
So we've got so moving along with that. Okay, Black Friday. So the girls and Teresa and everybody, they went to a parade. You hung out at a crime scene investigation. But we had talked last week about Black Friday and how it would affect our business, our reselling, eBay business.
Yes, we did.
And so you and I were talking about some of the stuff that we did, strategies, how did it affect our sales if we were able to track that in some way? Was it the sale promotions, whatever that we did, or was it purely that this is the buying season? Still in Q4, still, it's Black Friday. That's when everybody really gears up for shopping.
Well, which direction did you decide to go for Black Friday? Did you set up a particular sale, or what did you do for your eBay then?
Yeah, I did. So, we'll get into that. My sales have been very good for me over this last Thanksgiving week, I guess we'll say. Going into Black Friday, the sales have been good. But I did start a sale. I used to run sales all the time. I always had a sale going on. I used to have a different strategy for my store. And this time here, I kind of changed that over, and I got most of my pricing. I used to price stuff high and then always have a sale going on in my store. Yep. And so it was that perception of that the item was on sale. And over time, I had changed that to I've got stuff now at kind of market value. That's where I list stuff. And it gets to when I do a sale, now it is kind of a true sale because now it's below that market value and you can move stuff along. And but I haven't been doing a lot of sales recently. So that was part of what I did over the weekend. I did change some of my promotions. So I guess I'm rambling here about what I actually did. With consistent listing, really making sure that I was getting in there and listing, that's what I was doing. I did my promotions. I did, the additional promotions. Yep. And you and I had talked, I think you had talked to an eBay representative here recently about some situation that you had, and you were talking with the promotions and stuff. So in my promotions, I was running like the dynamic, the trending rate or whatever.
Yep.
I was doing trending rate minus 2% off the trending rate, but I have a cap on it at 10%. So some of the things were, a little less because the promotion stuff is kind of getting a little out of hand on eBay as far as, their rates, what they say is trending. And if you didn't have
we were
that
talking
10%,
to was actually, and I think they started making calls to people that were promoting, because that's what it was. We had an eBay rep call us and try and talk to us. They wanted to talk to us about promoting on the new pay-per-click promotion.
Okay.
So they wanted to talk to us about that, and I basically told them I'm not interested, but as long as I have you on the phone, let's talk through some of this other stuff. And she had been there for, what'd she say? She'd been there for 14 years or something like that, a long time. And we kind of talked through different things on the promotion side, why you should, when you should. This little thing up here I got.
Oh, you got the
bubble.
That's
right. We got the thing.
The Apple expressions or whatever they are. There we go. There's some hearts.
Man,
There's
we get sidetracked
some hearts
easy.
out to promotions, I guess. Squirrel.
But no, that the promotion things, what she kind of decided was that even she thought the recommended rates. Yeah. She told me she thought they were a little on the high side. And she actually, when she talks to people that she works with, she recommends they do a negative adjustment instead of a. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say they do recommended plus 1% or 2%. And her recommendation was to actually do recommended minus a couple percent. Yeah. And test it and see what happens. Because
previous to that, I was doing recommended. I was doing a promotion going on. I was doing recommended minus 6%.
Yeah, and I was doing recommended plus 1.5%.
Okay, so you were, some of those fees on some of those items they could have been 15, 16, 17, 18%, because some of those
and I had a cap. I've always had like a 10% cap, so I didn't go over that.
Okay.
But I've always done like recommended plus 1% or 2%. And
so some of those
her recommendation was high.
Okay, some of those lower ones that would have been like in the 5, 6, 7% range, you were paying 7, 8, 9%, and then any of the higher dollar ones are capped at 10%.
At 10.
Okay, and I did that.
Yeah, her recommendation on that was she thought they ran historically a little bit high, and she recommended bringing them down a touch. She thought they were a little inflated.
And by historically high, you mean ridiculously high. I think that's in translation.
I don't think she used that terminology, but that's the direction I think.
Means ridiculously. So I changed up my promotion that I was having and I started this sale on Wednesday, and I did a sale on with kind of 3 levels. I had like a 10, 20, and a 50% off level, 10% off. Store-wide. Okay. Store-wide with all of my just general merchandise stuff was 10%. I did everything that was in my seasonal holiday, because in my store, I have it broken down by my own categories, and so that helps me keep inventory straight. It helps me do those sales on it. If I just want to run that hat sale, if I just want to do plush or whatever, I can pick those categories easily. So it was 20% off anything that was seasonal, and then I had 50% off of all of my plush, because I'm trying to clear out some of the plush if I can. And plus, when the sale comes up, the promotion says to people up to 50% off. So it looks like, oh, hey, I might be able to get this, whatever action figure at 50%, and those would be like 10% when they got to it. I did that along with the consistent listing, and I did a lot of offers. Now, I'm always sending offers on stuff a lot, and I did offers like anytime they would come up. when I would check my phone a lot, and anytime they would come up, and I did get some pretty good sales. Now, everything was on sale, and then I'm discounting it even further. I was just trying to move stuff along, get stuff out of here, have a good weekend, and it has really paid off. I did something with offers too. I want to run this by you, and I don't know that I don't know, just something that I've been doing. Most everything that I have in my store is priced at that, say, 99 cents. I don't sell stuff for 99 cents.
Like the $10.99, $11.99.
$10.99, yeah. For this is $21.99 or whatever.
Yep.
And when I was sending offers, I was always doing that as well. So if I had something that was $24.99, I'm going to send an offer at $19.99 for that item. What I've been doing now, what I've kind of followed along with is when anybody ever sent me an offer, or not sent me an offer, but a best offer. If you had best offer, when anybody ever sent me a best offer, they never put in $19.99. It was always $20. They're going to send me a $25 offer. They're going to do whatever. So, you do that 99 because $24.99 seems to be a better price than $25 when you're just looking at it. But in all of my offers, I've been taking off the change. So I'm sending out a $20, $15, $50, whatever the item might be, and I'm not doing that $49.99 or the $19.99 or whatever. I don't know if that's helping.
Rounding down like Goodwill. I like it.
Basically, or even rounding up by that penny. $19.99's 20. Here's $20 offer. Yep. And I have made
send him an offer for a penny more than the actual price.
Yeah. Hey, they should let you do that. They limit you. You can only.
Well, they let them send it. I've had offers that were more than the asking price, so that maybe you can.
Oh, that's usually a scam. A lot of times. Yeah,
I ignore. And it's
usually followed by 10 questions of. But anyway, so I did that. I sent a lot of offers. I ran that sale. I changed my promotions around, and my sales have been great this weekend. Yeah. Say that the first part of last week, but that Wednesday through, we record this on Sunday morning. And so we're not even through kind of that holiday buying. We still got Cyber Monday
into Sunday.
To do. So what,
Cyber Monday.
Before we kind of talk about any change or impact, what kind of special sales did you do?
We did the special sale where we don't do anything. We did that kind of sale. We decided for the holiday weekend, we were going to keep our listings going with the draft bank.
Yes.
We scheduled those out, but we did absolutely zero for sales. Like we didn't do any Black Friday sales.
You didn't sell anything this whole weekend?
Oh, did I say that wrong? We did a lot of sales.
Okay. You didn't run
lots of people bought things. We didn't run a sale
on your stuff. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, we did no Black Friday sales as far as discounting anything.
Yes.
No specials or anything like that. We just kept the listings out of the draft bank going and enjoyed the weekend. And our sales numbers are up too. We had a great weekend. Well,
so you didn't run an extra sale in your store. You didn't change up your promotions at all.
Nope.
You didn't send out any offers?
I didn't send out any. I'll have to ask Teresa if she sent out any, but I don't think either of us even logged into the store all weekend. Okay. So I don't think any offers got sent out.
Okay. So that I was kind of completely the opposite. I did lots of sales, lots of promotion, or at least for me, my promotion now, I guess, is, based on conversations that we've had in the background and in your conversation with that eBay rep, I thought, well, let me try that. Let me change my promotions around. Let me match it up with what you're doing. We can get an idea of how that affects my store. So you did nothing, and I did a bunch. And
we didn't do this on purpose because we're some statistical wizards. This was a complete accident that we went opposite directions.
Yes.
Like we didn't talk about this ahead of time. We just happened to do this completely opposite of each other.
Yeah.
But it gave us an opportunity to actually do some math.
So yeah, I was taught, which is,
Which
know,
we're
that's not my strong
amazing
suit.
at. But we did use a calculator.
I did, yes. Well, Cory helped me out. Cory and I talk about stuff, and I think I said last night, Cory is very businessy minded, and stuff, and it's helped me to just kind of talk through stuff, because usually I'm like, okay, hey, this is cool, let's sell it. What'd you make off that? Oh no, $10, whatever. And I just look at the kind of that number at the end of the month, or at the end of the week, or at the end, the payout. Did the payout meet my target
payout's important
amount? Well, the payouts, to me, that's the most important. I have a what do I need to make? It's the only one you can
pay your rent with.
Exactly. And if that number is where it's supposed to be, or hopefully it's on the plus side of that, then I had a good week. But we've been talking a little more statistics and a little more, ways to look at things that's really kind of opened my eyes to, hey, maybe if I do a little bit of these extra things, or actually pay attention to those numbers,
we'll see if we can,
I might be able to
see
increase.
if we can make anybody's eyes gloss over here. So what we did for math here was we went back for 8 weeks, the previous 8 weeks, and we added up all of our weekly sales, our revenue, not net, just revenue.
Yes.
We added all that up and we divided it out by 8 to get our average weekly sales for the past 8 weeks.
Yes.
And then we compared that to this week's sales.
This week's sales that would kind of encompass the holiday buying frenzy that started
minus Monday, obviously, because it's not Monday yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna miss out on Cyber Monday, which we probably should have included in this, but timing wise,
well,
it didn't
we can. Those numbers will still be, next episode.
Yep.
Next week we can kind of follow up on what happened if we just take that Monday to Monday, or say Tuesday to Tuesday, something like that, to show.
But doing a real average of the Sunday through Sunday type week over the past 8 weeks, of comparing it to this holiday weekend, we actually both were up a considerable amount.
Yes.
Yours was up way more than mine, but we both had a very, we both had a great week compared to our previous 8 week average. I think mine was around 22.5% better than my average week for the past 8 weeks.
Oh, that's, I would take that 20 with no sales, no extra promotion, no change, whatever.
So mine would have to almost be contributed solely to the holiday shopping week. There was just that many more people shopping, right? I mean, there's nothing else I've done.
Yeah. But
you did 22%.
22% on kind of doing nothing special or whatever. Now, my number was really good, I thought, but there's a couple factors to take into consideration, and getting into that consistency of the listing and not doing the getting the sales on, changing that promotion around helped. But previous to that, a couple episodes ago, we talked about how I had kind of been in a slump, struggling with motivation. I wasn't listing consistently. I wasn't paying that much attention to my store. I wasn't doing sales. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. So all of those factors of paying attention and focusing on my business helped. But in this week, I am up 67% in my sales over the average, say, of that last 8 weeks. So that previous 8 weeks probably had a lot to do with lack of motivation in the thing. So
kind of coming out of that funk.
Yes, coupled with the Black Friday, or this kind of holiday shopping frenzy, Q4, you're right in it. People are gift buying. And I've been trying, when I do list, I've been trying to list things that are either, holiday related or good gifty sort of items. So 67% increase this week. Jump. in sales. It's very nice, and it'll look very nice on the payout this Tuesday when the paycheck comes in. I will be happy to do that. Going right into the Christmas holiday season.
You know what? That might earn you something. You did good. Maybe we should just go ahead and just do the thing. I can do it.
The Christmas.
Maybe let's do the thing.
We're Christmas. I can take down all these Halloween, all these things. So I'm going to get this stuff moved out of the way. It's Santa beard season time. I appreciate it. Okay, Cory, I'm going to sneak this up here. Cue the music. Finally, the seasonal Santa has returned for another year. Merry Christmas, Cory.
You aged 20 years. Is that eggnog?
It is. Big festive glass of...
You could have used some of that sparkly Santa glitter to shoot me over a glass of eggnog.
Some fairy dust. Are you an eggnog fan?
I like it, but I'm the only one in my family that does, so we never have it.
How do you like yours? Mine has I drink mine with 7-Up in it.
I don't know, to tell you the truth. The last time I had it was when my grandma used to have Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I would always have it at her house, and it may or may not have been spiked. I don't know.
I was just a child, but I felt a little loopy at the end of the day.
It's that and tuna sandwiches. I don't get tuna sandwiches or eggnog because nobody else likes them but me.
Oh, really? Man, I love tuna. I like a tuna fish sandwich, like lots of mayo in it. I love lots of mayo, maybe a little bit of onion in there.
Yeah, there's no tuna at all in our house. The girls don't eat it. None of them do.
Well, you'll have to get yourself some eggnog for one evening. You just kick back. My dad bought me that every year at Christmas. He usually keeps me stocked in eggnog. It's just like from the store. It's not homemade.
The cardboard carton of it that you open up.
Yeah. Yep. I think this is like a Southern Comfort brand. Southern Comfort makes it's not spiked, but and I like it with well, maybe sometimes it is.
Looks like you fell asleep at a party and woke up. Somebody's playing a prank on you.
Yeah, it's officially Santa beard season. Time to Cory, are you now in the spirit? Are you did this do it for you? Is your Thanksgiving over?
And I actually thought about you before we started doing this episode, and I wore my Christmas shirt today.
Okay.
See, I have a whole wardrobe of Christmas shirts. This one says naughty.
Naughty. Oh,
so, surprisingly, a lot of my Christmas shirts revolve around the naughty list for some reason. I don't know why.
Are you buying these yourself, or are others buying them for you?
No, they're all gifts. I don't remember last time I bought myself a shirt of any kind.
I think that might say a little bit of something about your character. If everybody's buying you the naughty list shirts. Well,
they do sit in the back of the closet, and they just wait for this time of year. So I do kind of get a whole new wardrobe this time of year because you don't really wear Christmas shirts any other time.
This is true. Oh, yeah, I've got so many Christmas shirts, and I'll be wearing, pretty much this right here, the white like mock turtleneck and the red shirt with the hat and the glasses. And these really aren't like glasses. They're, you can. I take out the lenses. They're just for effect, and so pretty much.
If I take my lenses out, I start bumping into things.
Everywhere. Oh, I should wait. I should just. I need to change my laugh. I need to get that. My Santa voice is usually.
Wow, that is a change. This takes a minute to get used to. That is a drastic change when you get rid of that little bit of gray. Well, it must have been a lot of bit of gray because.
Yeah. And it's, the I don't know if you can see, I do the eyebrows, do my, what hair I have left is all done. I'm really looking like David Letterman now.
Yeah, no kidding. That wasn't bad.
But it's it's fun. It's about a 3-hour process. We have to do 2 bleaching cycles, and then about a week and a half or so we'll do another one because I start to get a little bit of new growth underneath. But it's festive and fun, and like I say, this is pretty much my attire for the next month or so, or some sort of festive Christmas show. And it's great, when you're out at the outside. I can't wait to go to the new Goodwill bins. Go to the new Goodwill bins in my Santa look. Hey, maybe I'll get a gig over there, Santa gig that can take some photos with Santa. I mean,
there's got to be some benefit. Like the T-shirt bros aren't going to throw elbows with Santa.
This is true.
I'm pretty sure they'll give way and just kind of let you take what you need. Just tell them it's for the kids.
The elves can't make everything. Santa got to shop someplace, and why not the Goodwill bins? See, if I pitch that, I need to go straight into the head office when I get over there to the bins. I might go tomorrow just for the heck of it.
Push your way in there and tell them, back off, Curtis. It's for the kids.
Is that the official T-shirt bro name, Curtis?
Yeah, well, I was thinking more like Todd or Chad, probably, but I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
We will never name our child name. Todd. But I did decorate it's hard to see back here because I had to change the lights. I got a little Christmas tree back there and a festive wreath, and there's lights up. Commonwealth Hudson has a Santa hat on over here.
Well, I was going to give you the old Apple. I was going to give you the Apple effect send off here. Maybe it'll work. Here, we'll try it.
Oh, there we go.
Will it work? There we go. Fireworks.
Oh, we got some fireworks in the background. I love it. And over here, we got a new show sponsor for the. I didn't tell you that. We got a new show sponsor for the Christmas season. Soft Soap. Soft Soap is our new sponsor for the Christmas season because I get this 3-pack right here, a body wash, limited
I'm so
edition.
Confused right now.
Feel the joy of cleaning. Well, they sponsor my whole thing because that's got peppermint candy and sugar cookie. There's 2 peppermint candies and sugar cookie like body wash. Okay.
I think I like the dude wipes better. I don't want to smell like food. I'll just get fatter. I want to eat all day.
Pepperminty fresh the whole season. You go, Santa, that Santa. I always picture Santa as smelling good.
I'm with you. I like the peppermint. I like the peppermint smell. I just don't know if I want to smell like peppermint.
It's good. Oh, usually.
But listen, if they're sponsoring, I'm with you.
Yes, the Soft Soap money should be coming in sometime in the first of the year. They promised me a check. But
that's perfect.
So, new sponsor right there.
I have a feeling Santa just told a lie on air too, but we're gonna let it slide.
Yeah, I like to go when, with the whole beard, there's now I start like a whole month of beard maintenance with beard oil and beard butter and beard balms and brushing and special shampoos and scruff softeners and all of that stuff. But one thing I do when I'm putting the beard oil in, I put in a couple of drops of peppermint, like essential oils. Not exception oils, it's essential oils. I put it in there and I rub that all in, and then your face just gets all tingly and then it smells good. I usually do like a forest pine scented beard oil.
See,
so that's
I think I would just go the cheap route. I'm like the Goodwill Santa. I just rub a thing of Vicks on there or something, and
Vicks or some Crisco. A little bit of Crisco in there, smell like bacon drippings all day.
That ain't a terrible
the pine
idea
scenting.
either.
I've got my whole house smells like pine. When I said that essential oils, I have like this oil diffuser with pine scent in it. I just fired that up today.
Yeah, I don't. That's one thing I don't think I could do. Like, we just don't do the smelly stuff.
Okay.
Like, there's no candles. There's no potpourri stuff.
You would hate this idea then. I was thinking the other day, when I was doing my laundry and I was doing the my bedclothes, my sheets and stuff, making up the hot pocket for this year. Well, I keep saying that. We're going to go into what the actual hot pocket is. Some people that are really deep viewers of the show, they probably know what the hot pocket is. most likely
What's a
Chris
delightful
Cajun
treat for
Reseller
lunch that you could put in the microwave?
It kind of goes along with that. But okay, so I'm doing my sheets the other day, my laundry, and I got to thinking, why don't they make pine scented dryer sheets or fabric softener? I mean, I have candles, I have oil diffusers, I have like room deodorizing spray, I have like just about everything piney that you can get. I want my bedclothes to smell like pine, or my clothes. I could be piney and pepperminty.
How many episodes have I been on this podcast with you?
I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 or something.
It
less
feels
than
like
10.
a lot more than that.
It's going to get a lot longer, my friend.
I feel like I'm genuinely disappointed in one thing you say, at least on every episode.
Only one?
At least one.
Well, that's my
Who
gift.
the hell wants
that's
their clothes to smell like peppermint?
I do. Well, I want my body to smell pepperminty or sugar cookie. I want my clothes to be piney. I want to feel like I just came from the North Pole. You know,
this is getting weird.
Make it. It is.
I'm feeling uncomfortable, sir.
So we are in full seasonal. I got the seasonal Santa down there. We are in full seasonal Santa mode. It's going to be a fun season. We've got the holiday live tour, Christmas edition, coming up in just like a couple weeks. Got some good guests lined up for that. Excited. That's target date is the 14th, Thursday, December the 14th. So, you know, roughly 10 days, 11 days before Christmas. And that's going to be fun, you know, because I get busy after that. I got all those toys to deliver.
You've got your work cut out for you. Speaking of that Christmas season here, do you do hot cocoa? Are you a hot cocoa person?
Yes, I do.
What's your preferred method of cocoa?
You know, I'm not one that's going to make it on the stove or whatever. It's usually the packets, you know, or like I'll get like a can of Swiss Miss or whatever. Or I also have a Keurig, like a small. I don't drink coffee, but I have a small Keurig with those little pods.
The last 2-3 years, that's what I've kind of converted to. That's why I asked. I really used to like the packets and doing them on the stove too. But the last couple of years, we have a Keurig where we make the Swiss Miss pods. Yeah. But we break up a candy cane for the bottom of the cup first and then put that under the Keurig and let it.
Ah, yes.
That is really good.
Some pepperminty chocolate and then marshmallows. You put the marshmallow. Do you like mini marshmallows on it, or do you use the fluff? Do you use the mini? Yeah, I like the mini marshmallows better than I do the dollop of marshmallow cream or whatever that stuff. Marshmallow fluff.
That just looks like meringue. And if I'm gonna do that,
it doesn't melt as well as the. But man, we have a whole Christmas season to talk about all of this stuff. Cory, thank you for finally, getting past your Thanksgiving and letting the seasonal Santa come out. We're ready to go.
Here. I'm in the Christmas spirit. We're here.
Excellent. So I think that's probably going to about wrap this one up, don't you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go shave my beard off in solidarity for your old beard.
Well, it's all still here. It's just masked by this glorious white. And I don't know, I'm looking in my camera there. It looks a little yellower in this light than what it is. It's pretty white. It's impressive. My shout out to my sister that she does the.
You know why it looks yellowish? It's that white fluff thing, that ball on top of your hat. Yes. It makes everything around like that. All the other whites kind of dull in comparison.
Oh, and I'm a genius too.
You need to pee on that and yellow that up a little, and then your beard will look whiter.
I don't think I'll pee. But now here's what I can do though. Boop.
Hey, there you go.
Because see, I'm a genius. What I did, I have this cool hat that's, that same style that I wear, but I wanted it to be more Santa-y. And so on this
I thought it was part of the hat.
I put a magnet on the bottom of this. And let's see if I can find it. And then there's a small magnet.
Metal ball thing up there too?
Well, there's not a metal ball. There's just another magnet inside the hat. And So I didn't ruin the hat, so I could wear this. I don't know when else I'm going to wear a red fuzzy hat other than Santa season, but
Arts and crafts time with Ken.
I can just boom right there and back on Santa, non-Santa. Oh, I got to get
That's
my
going to be our whole next
out.
episode. We're going to do an arts and craft episode where everybody can make their own Santa hat.
You don't get me started because I am a crafty person. All of this stuff that's back here behind me, did you see? That's all like craft sort of supply stuff. I'm a grown man, Cory. I'm a grown single man. I should not have 32 different colors of glitter. I'm not sure. It's not really
unless you're the Magic Mike kind of guy. There. You do some stripping on the side?
I do. Yeah, I collected it. Actually, I just scraped it off of me after going to the gentleman's club.
Whatever keeps the magic going, I guess.
So, cool. Santa season.
Welcome to the season, Santa.
Thank you very much, my friend. And cheers to you. Cheers to everyone out there, and we will catch you next time on the Reseller Clickbait podcast.